Hey there, everybody. It is the Wednesday before we start 80-day challenge, 80-day obsession. So I am really excited about this. I am a little nervous for the time nutrition, I'm not going to lie. But I am up for the challenge, and I'm so glad that you have decided to do it with me. So I'm not doing it by myself. I've had a lot of questions about how to navigate your Beachbody On Demand and about the meal plan and all kinds of things. So I wanted to address some of those tonight, and hopefully you will find it helpful. So I'm going to start with sharing my screen. Okay. Share my screen so you can see here. Of course. There we go. Go away. So I'm going to come up here to Beachbody On Demand. So you literally can just type that into your navigation bar at the top of your internet, and then you want to go to log in. And then you can also download it to your Fire Stick. You really just go in the apps and search apps, and then it'll have you connect the app from the Fire Stick and have you log in with your computer, and then everything should be set up. The only thing I have trouble finding when I do it that way is the program materials, is which you really need. So if you go to your laptop or your tablet, you should be able to find these. And it'll look like this. So here's Little Obsessed, which we've been doing for a while now. And then we have 80-day obsession. So go ahead and click on that. And then your quick tips and your healthy plan tips. Go ahead and watch those. Even if you don't watch them in the one sitting, it's 10 minutes broken up. Autumn does have some good things to say in those. So watch those. And she's going to be posting other videos to help us along the way. So in here you will find your starter guide, also important to read. I know it's kind of a pain to read all these things, but it is helpful. You know, it is your owner's manual, and it's going to tell you what to expect. This is super important. So you want to do this before Monday. Take your before and after pictures, and if you know, or if you're embarrassed or you don't want anyone seeing your before pictures and you don't want to ask anybody, you don't have to. Your phone has a selfie option. There is a timer on your phone. Most smartphones have a timer. Set it up, lean up some boxes, take your pictures. Take one with your arms up, take them with them down. Put one arm up. You know, just take them how you feel naturally comfortable. You want to take one from the side or from the front and the side, and then turn all the way around so we can see your back, because your booty's going to look nice when we're done. And then you need to do measurements. We're going to take periodic measurements. So you want to have your day one. That's super important. To me, the measurements are more important than the number on the scale. That in the picture, a picture's worth 1,000 words. Like, you're going to see, the proof's going to be in the pictures. Pictures don't lie. All right, your nutrition plan. You have to start somewhere. That's why this starter guide is so important. And it should have come in that little box that you got too if you ordered the 80-day challenge pack or the bands and loops. So you take your weight times 11 plus 600. Those are your maintenance calories. And then if you are going to want to lose, you add in a 750 deficit, and that is your calorie target. If you are lower than 1,200, you need to be at bracket A, plan A. You need to bump up. And then when we get to phase 2 and 3, that changes a little bit. So you need to start there. So assignment, take your pictures, take your measurements, and find out what plan you're in, because you don't know which plan to choose if you don't do the calculation. Okay, and then once you find out, like I'm in plan A, so I'm going to share with you tonight my plan for the next week or so. Excuse me. Okay, and then one of my friends is Plan B. One of the other coaches that is helping run this group is Plan B, so she's going to share her example. And then one of my other coaches is Plan C, and Annie's going to share that with us. And then I have one for F too. So if you have one that's D or E, or you even want to share yours, please feel free. The more information, the more help we can give each other, the better. So there we go. Watch your starter videos, watch your workouts, and then it goes over what the workouts are going to be. Of course, trying to say hi. There are also supplements that are recommended for the program, but they are not required. They will help you. They will help you with soreness and having the energy to get through these workouts. What are you doing? Okay, you can see. Sit down because they need to see me. I'm talking to them. Okay. Sit down. Well, you can say hi from right there. Okay.
No.
They can't see you. They're looking at the screen.
Hi.
Okay.
Hi.
That's my 3-year-old. I'm sorry. So, okay. There are 4 supplements of which you can use. You can use the Energize, which is the pre-workout. That's this little yellow tub. It is amazing. Let me tell you, I love this stuff. It is a must-have in our house. It really gets you pumped up. It helps you push through those workouts. So when you want to quit, it gives you that extra boost of energy to keep going. Hydrate. Hydrate is like our version of Gatorade. But without the sugar, and it's an amazing electrolyte balance. And I've had people look at it and go, well, it's got carbs in it, and I don't like that. And I will tell you what, they have really put a lot of research into this. It was developed with the team at Harvard, and it is backed by Ironman. These supplements are legit. They're not going to be like something you pick off the shelf from a store that you're just blindly choosing. These are safe. Ever since I started drinking Hydrate, I used to have killer leg cramps and toe cramps after teaching. It's totally gone now, which is huge because I would be bent over in tears because my legs were cramping so much because my electrolytes were off. So I went without it for a couple weeks, and it was torture. But now it's back. And then Recover is awesome because it's going to help rebuild your muscles after a good hard workout, which these, everyone talks about how they love their Recover, and it was needed because we are going to be sore. And then the Recharge is the one at nighttime, and it helps rebuild those amino acids, which is what causes that muscle soreness. So if you don't have any of these and you want to try them, I have samples, at least of Hydrate and Energize, and then maybe we can work something out for you at least to taste the flavors of Recover. Okay, so that's your starter guide, and we found it here under the 80-day obsession. So now that you've figured out which bracket you are in, you have your plans here. And in your plans, there's also a vegan option. Everyone really wanted to have a vegan option. They were very excited about this. So all those people who struggle to get all the protein in that don't eat meat, here is your answer. So we'll just go in Plan A. That's what's pulled up. Nope, that's the starter guide. Just kidding. Okay, 80-day obsession, Plan A. So you are eating between 1,200 to almost 1,500 calories a day. It's time to get those containers out. They are going to help us measure and get our portions on track. So in the Plan A, you can have the greens are your vegetables. So you think vegetables are green. Most of the time we think veggies are green. And then purple, grapes are purple, so that's your fruit. And then red is protein, like meat. And then yellow is carb, so your carbohydrates. Blue is fat. And then oranges, seeds, and dressings. And if you're new to this, it might help you just to get a little label maker or write a Sharpie on there just so you know which is which. You don't get them mixed up. Yes. Thank you. That's great. Go wash your hands, please. Thank you. Go wash your hands. We'll go wash those hands. Okay, so your time nutrition. This is what makes 80-Day Obsession different from any other workout program that Beachbody has ever produced, or maybe any other program. I'm not sure. Can't make that claim or statement. But your meals are 2 to 3 hours apart throughout the day, and the key one that seems to be the big game changer is your pre-workout meal, which is about 60 to 90 minutes before your workout, and you're going to have a protein, a carbohydrate, and a green. Okay, so the way I have thought about this is try to keep this as simple as possible. I know we really like casseroles and things all mixed together, but for this, I am literally thinking like my meat is turkey breast, and my green is spinach, and my carb is, quinoa. Something super easy, okay? Or even eggs and your veggies in an egg cup with a piece of Ezekiel toast. Seriously, just keep it simple. Keep it simple. Don't make this harder than what it has to be. So the big question that I've had, so here's an example of what a typical day would look like if you were working out in the morning, okay? And it has all your containers. And then here is your rest day plan. Here's your rest day plan. We rest on Sundays, so you do get a rest day, which is really nice. And then a modified refeed day, and it'll tell you on the calendar when your refeed day is. And what that basically means is that you can have a different kind of carb. You're not falling completely off the wagon and going to McDonald's and eating, a Big Mac and fries and a chocolate shake. It means that you get to have a white hamburger bun or a waffle or pretzels, or something like that, something that's not on the approved carb list, so your body can kind of get recharged and you refeed and kind of confuse your body. Okay, so, and then there's an optional deplete week. So you don't even have to do that if you don't want to, okay? We'll get to that. And then they give you your own meal planners, so you can write them out if you want. If you want to put pen to paper, it's there. Or I like to do mine on Word, and then I print them off and I lay it on my kitchen table, so when I wake up, I know exactly what I'm going to plan for my lunch, my snack, and then when I come home, Greg or I, who's ever there for dinner, it's not already made, we know exactly what we're supposed to have, and it really simplifies things, especially between basketball and gymnastics. There's a plan. We have a plan in place, and if we don't make a plan, it is chaos in our house. So, so here are some of the workout examples, and I've had a lot of people ask me, well, I work out at 5 o'clock in the morning. So, and I don't want to work, I don't want to eat. I don't want to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to eat and then wait to work out, which is totally understandable. I don't want to do that either. So you have the option to either have one thing from one of the containers from the pre-workout meal, or maybe just like a spoonful of peanut butter, something to put in your belly so you are not completely depleted before you start this workout. So it might be something easy like an egg or, your greens. I probably am going to guess that that's not going to be what you pick, but you could have, a carb, something that's easy, it's It's going to sit nicely in your stomach while you're working out. And then those other containers will fall somewhere later in the day. And so you can just eat that either after your workout, wherever you want to put those containers, but don't skip them. You need them in your body. Okay? And then there's a midday workout and then an evening workout. And then they have one too without the supplements. So I'm going to share with you my example of my 80-day obsession. So when I got on here, I picked out, I'm plan A. So I picked things that I enjoy to eat and that are pretty simple to eat and grab and go. Especially on days when I'm at work. A lot of us are nurses and health professionals or teachers, and we're just up and busy, and we don't have a lot of time to sit down and have lunch, or in the middle of the day, like at 1:30. How am I going to get that in? My lunch is from 11 to noon. That seems silly. So, but this is how I plugged it in to the plan. So in the morning, a lot of times I work out in the evening when I teach. So in the morning I would get up and have my hard-boiled eggs and half a banana, turkey wrap, mid-morning with some sunflower, a handful of sunflower seeds, or, measurement of it. And then container and sunflower seeds. And then for lunch, really, I'm having a green and a blue. Shh. Sissy, can you be quiet for a second? So for lunch, I'm having a veggie and a blue, which is a fat. So I have, beets and Brussels sprouts. I really enjoy those. Not everybody's cup of tea, but I enjoy them. So I put them on here. I like beets and Brussels. But that's totally up to you. You could put broccoli in there. You could put asparagus. You could put all kinds of things. And then towards the evening, since I'm gearing up for my workout, I'm going to have my chicken and black beans, and I'm going to wrap it up in a spinach leaf, in spinach leaves, or even a romaine leaf, and eat that and be good to go to work out. And then after that, I'll come home, or I'll be done, have my recovery meal, raspberries, and then now here's what I did, because since I've already pretty much made my 4:30, my dinner, in my brain, it's my dinner. So I'm eating like, a elderly person. I'm eating at 5 o'clock. So I don't want to go to bed with a bunch on my belly. So I am going to have my Shakeology, because I need that nutrition. And I'm going to blend it with spinach, and then I'm going to have a slice of Ezekiel toast or whole grain toast or something. Or I could even put some rolled oats or steel cut oats in my shaker, in my shake, and blend it, and I would be hitting still all my containers. But you just don't want to skip those, okay? And then this was just option 2, and then there's a midday workout as well, example. So let me see. I think that's it. And hopefully I covered everything for everyone. Let me look at the on demand. If you haven't gotten your bands and sliders yet, there's still time. I thought that, well, I have loops at home. I have resistance bands. I don't really need to order another pair. But the more I thought about it, I'm like, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to go all in, and I'm going to do it. So I went ahead and bought them, and when I got them, they were so much harder than I thought that they were going to be. So I'm really glad that I did it. And they come in different lengths, so there's a long and a short. Basically, the theory is if you're short or tall, those are for you. And the nice thing is if you have them and you have backup ones, that if yours break or get a tear, you have another option, and you're not going to just smack yourself in the face or hurt yourself because your band broke. So they're not too expensive. And I've had other sliders that I purchased on Amazon, and they're just not as nice. Beachbody does do a good job with their equipment and their things. So you can use them on carpet or on tile. So if you need help finding those, let me know. And I hope this has been helpful, and I've answered some of those questions that are burning in your belly, and I know you're all so excited, and I cannot wait to start this with you. I hope you go into it with an open mind and an open heart, and if you have more questions, please drop them below, and I will try and answer them. So have a good night, and we'll keep posting, and we're going to start Monday. Cheers!